This is my outlook on gold. I said I was going to make a follow-up video on my video I made on Sunday. So yeah, on gold, just like I said we are going to wait for gold for price to start shifting structure because the daily time frame overall is bullish. But the lower time frames like the 1 hour time frame, they've already switched structure from bullish to bearish. So we said we are going to wait for price to shift structure on those lower time frames, like the 1 hour time frame, from bearish to bullish, so that it aligns with the daily time frame, and then we can take longs from there. So right now we've had a shift of structure. As you can see on the 2 hour time frame, we have this here. So price made this low, then we made this high, then this higher low, then we broke shift structure. So basically what this is just saying is, okay, we are done making lower lows. You get? So this was a low, then this was a high. If we are still bearish, then we are supposed to make a new lower low from this zone. But no, what price did was it made a higher low. So from this zone, price pushed up and we made a high. Now we are retracing, as you can see. So this retracement could be, this zone here could be a new higher low for price to push up and for it to continue bullish, right? Or this could be a higher high and we might still continue dropping for we to make a higher low down here or around this zone here before we push up. One thing I'm going to say is we could see retracements. If we look at the structure on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this is like a head and shoulder. So this is the left shoulder, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So if this happen, this you are seeing this type of a reversal pattern, you are seeing it on a high, because it's a higher high. So this could be basically telling us that, okay, price wants to go lower, wants to retrace. The retracement is not done. We are still looking for a more discount price for price to push up, right? Now we could see price even push down up to even 4,750, right? Because the mid psychological zone between 4.5 and 5k. So we might see even price go down even up to 4,750 around this zone. If price is going to use this zone here as a higher low, right? Because that could possibly happen, right? What we'll do is we'll wait for price to break above this zone. What will happen is this here will now be a low. If you go to the 30 minutes time frame, I don't like using 30 minutes time frame for entries, but just to use 30 minutes time frame to elaborate on what I'm trying to say. Then what we'll do is, as we are dropping now, we'll make a low, right? A higher low, then we'll push up. Now once we push up, right, and we are able to break above here, above this 5.5 zone, or above this resistance zone that I have, not 5.5 zone, sorry, this 5,000 psychological zone. If we're able to break above this resistance zone and this 5,000 psychological zone, then boom, we could see price go higher. Now once we get that break, we just wait for price to make another low or something around there, or we could even enter from once we get that break. If you get this break at London's at New York section, then yeah, I will enter, and just then my SL will be this last low that price made. I don't know if you get. But if you don't get it as New York section, they will just wait for price to retrace a little bit. If you want to get a retracement at this low here, then we'll take longs. Now you longs, you could target this last high, or you could target this next psychological zone, which will be 5,250 zone. If we get this, we get a break and we break above this 5,000 zone, then we could see price even go up to 5.5 from this zone. So yeah, basically this is what we'll be looking for. Once we get a break, then a retracement, then we enter and we take those longs. or if you get a break, a candle close, a candle break, I would like that candle break to be on the 1 hour time frame. If you get the candle break, then it should be like this. Once you get that candle break here, above here, then we take that trade, a position here, then your stop should be this last higher low zone that price me, because if this is a higher low zone, then price shouldn't go lower than this. You get, if you are in an uptrend. So what I mean is, if once you break above and you enter here, your SA will be down here, because this is a higher low. So if we are in an uptrend, then price shouldn't break below this, shouldn't come back to this higher low. Instead, we should go up to make new highs. So you just enter the position, then your SL will be around the zone, then you target 2250 zone, or you target the last high, but I think price is going to go up to 2250 zone. Yeah, so that's basically it. We've seen a shift of structures on the lower time frame. So this low-key confirming that okay, we want to go bearish. Now there's another thing we could also see. Something else we could also see is, I'm trying to rush this video so that I can put it out. Something else we can also see is, we can see price drop further. You get to make a new low, make a more steeper higher low. So around this zone, maybe here. So like I said, I'm using psychological zones. I don't mean that they must come to those psychological zones, but around those areas, so price might come down here. Then now from here, we could get an entry. Then we target this last high. I don't know if you get. Now if we are going to retrace steeper, then that means on the lower time frame, on the daily time frame, sorry, the retracement is still going to be steeper. Then on the daily time frame, we just get an extra confirmation, because then the daily time frame will not be something like this. Boom. So the daily time frame will make a higher low. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So the daily time frame will make a higher low. So if we still drop some more, then the daily time frame will make a higher low. Then this will be like a sweet spot to enter longs, because it's on the daily time frame. So the daily time frame is forming a higher low. Then from there, you could just enter, and if you are entering on the daily time frame, you could hold your trades longer. Yeah, it should now be looking like this, something like this. Then we'll push up, then for we to make new highs like that, like for we to make new highs. So basically that's it. Now you might be wondering why I don't use the 4-9 like I was using 4-9, 4-8, 5,000, 5-1, 5-2. Price is very, very volatile. So we are not really respecting, as you can see, we are not really respecting those psychological zones like the 4-8, the 4-9. We are not really respecting it. You can see that the psychological zones that are really strong right now are the 5-5. As you can see, we went to 5-5. This is a zone. We push down. Where do we push down to? We push down to 4-5. You see, now when we started going back bullish, where did we stop at, or where are we starting to see some type of halt from the bullish movement, or where we start seeing some type of retracement is the 5,000 zone. So you see, so those 5-2, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3 zones are not really like strong right now, because price is very, very volatile around these zones. We are moving very crazy, so those zones wouldn't really hold as much, except you are trading like you are a scalper and you're trading like the lower time frames, maybe like the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes. Then yeah, those 5-8, 5-9, sorry, 4-8, 4-9, 4-7, 5,000, 5-1, those zones might hold, you get. But on the higher time frames right now, those zones are not really strong. They are not really holding. So yeah, that's it basically on gold. So what I'm trying to say, just to make a recap, right? I'm saying now, since we are making higher highs and higher lows right now on the lower time frame, we made this low, higher high, higher low, then we made this high here. Since we are dropping now, and while we are dropping, this is a high, right? While we are dropping, we are seeing the signal of a head and shoulder, right? It's not really confirmed yet, but this is like a head and shoulder. So this zone now is now telling us that okay, potentially we might drop. right? But price might not want to drop right now. Price might still want to go up. So what we wait is two things. What we're waiting for, just to recap, is if we continue bearish, then around this zone, around 4,750 zone, 4,750 zone, around that zone, not basically just 4,750, but a number just around that zone, we might see price might hold at that zone, and from that zone we'll get bullish movements, right? Or if price respects this zone here as a higher low, if price respects this zone as a higher low, then we should see price go down, and we'll wait for a break above 5k or a break above this resistance zone that we have on the 1 hour time frame. If we get a break, then we enter this position, because that will then be telling us that okay, price is now ready to continue bullish, or that will be confirming to us that okay, this zone this zone here is a higher low. You get, this is a confirmed higher low zone. So from a higher low zone we should get new high. So that's basically it on gold. So you just have to be patient, and the higher time frames, there's not a lot of noise on the higher time frame. So the higher time frames clears a lot of noise. So just like there's one of my bro always says, the higher time frame clears a lot of noise. Most times those trades on the higher time frame are going to go in your favor. Now going to GJ. On GJ, the direction that we were having on GJ was wrong. I had bearish, I was bearish. So I was thinking, okay, from this zone we could potentially break down, you get, but we didn't. So we are wrong about the whole direction. So price is bullish. Now as you can see, what we can learn from it, you can see that price made a new low. This zone was a low, which is why I didn't notice. So this was a low, and we are not able to break past that low. You get, and if we were able to break past that low, then yeah, this could be, we could confirm, but we are not able to break past it. So this is a higher low, and we pushed up, and I had an entry here. I had this short position here. The first position was the break even. The second position was a loss. So yeah, we are done with GJ for now. Till next week, yeah, then we'll come back and we'll see what we can do on GJ. But for now, no more trades on GJ. She was bullish. Our bias was wrong. So that's it for this outlook. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.